Hello everybody, my name is Stef. Welcome to my new video. We've been talking about Albert, we've been talking about Freddie. Today it's time to talk about the king of the blues himself, Mr. B.B. King. Hey, I know what y'all thinking out there. Come on man, another video about B.B. King style? Yes, true, you're right. There is plenty of videos out there about B.B. King style, but it's also true there's plenty of crap. And I'm tired of a couple of things. First, I'm tired of all of these parrot style guitar tutorials where they just tell you put one finger here, put one finger there and the magic is done. That's not how it works. Blues is music too, right? You need to study. And second, I'm tired of all these Gene kind of looking guys, Mr. Olympia looking guys where they tell you, hey, you don't need to study music. Come on man, that's not true. That's not how it works. Let's consider the best scenario possible. You have a lot of talent, right? I show you put one finger here, put one finger there and the magic is done and you're done and you can play this. And what happens if one day I tell you, okay, but don't play the 6th, play the 7th. You are fucking lost, right? So you don't want this to happen. You need to know what you're doing. Basically, this video is meant to be like the explanation of how things should be done if you want to sound like B.B. King. Now, don't get me wrong. The purpose of music is not to sound like someone. Now, don't get me wrong, the purpose of music is not to sound like someone else, okay? But what we can do is get inspired. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. The purpose of music is not to copy someone else's style, but to get inspired. That's super cool, right? So let's dive into it and let's talk about B.B. King style. So let's start from the famous B.B. King box, okay? What is the B.B. King box? It's a position of the minor pentatonic scale or major pentatonic scale, or I would say an hybrid of the two, all right? And I will tell you why. But first of all, let's consider this. What we know as B.B. King style, so this kind of style, became predominant in B.B. King's playing only in his latest career, because in the beginning B.B. King was not almost playing like this at all. He was heavily influenced by T-Bone Walker, and I don't recall T-Bone Walker playing something like this. He was mainly playing like this. Something like this. Kind of. Maybe we can do a video about T-Bone Walker as well. Let me know what you think in the comment. First of all, we need to look where this box is. Okay, we are in the key of A, A7, right? Let's take this note on the 2nd string. We take this note on the 10th fret. Okay, this note is the root note. What root note means is the fundamental, okay? So if we are in the key of A, this is an A. Now look what happens if you place your ring finger on the root note here. Now look what happens if you put your ring finger on this note. You can do the vibrato. Now look what happens if you put your ring finger on this note, on the root note. You can do vibrato, great, but you're stuck in a box of pentatonic that doesn't belong to B.B. It's more like Freddie King or Albert King style. And so on. What you have to do is to put your first finger here. And if you move your hand like this, you go wild, you can tell, ooh, this sounds like B.B. The box it starts with these notes. 3 notes basically, like a pyramid form, 2 notes in the bottom, 1 on the top. Okay, so it's the root note, the 2nd note, and on the 3rd string, on the 11th fret, you have the 6th. Now, a mistake that I see many guitar players do when they want to sound like B.B. is to do vibrato on every note. That's not what B.B. King was doing. Guess how many notes B.B. King was playing with the vibrato? 1. What? Only this. I never heard B.B. King doing vibrato on any other note beside the root note. Okay, so What you can do with these 3 notes, first of all, something that is typical B.B. King, but I see very few guitar players do, is to start like B.B. with 2 notes together, so the 6th and the root note together, and playing twice the root note. Is like the lunch of the takeoff, call it as you want, all right, of the solo. And then with the second note, you can do basically other 2 notes. You can play the second, you can play the minor third, or you can play the major third, like B.B. King was doing. Don't do the vibrato here, okay? Do it here. Okay? Now, other 2 notes. 1 string down, 1st string, same frets. 12 and 10, we have the 5th and the 4th. So, we have 6th, 1st, 2nd, 4th, and 5th. Now, you understand why I say it's an hybrid of major pentatonic and minor, because 6th, 2nd, and 5th are in both in the major pentatonic, but the 4th, it's not, right? So, and the major third, of course, is major pentatonic. This is interesting. This is another typical B.B. King style lick. Took me a long of time to say it, but I say it right. B.B. King style lick. So you bend the 5th 1 step and a half. So you go to the minor 7. And you go 7th, 5th, 4th, major 3rd, root note again. No bending anywhere beside this. So. Sometimes I play also the minor 3rd here. I don't know if B.B. was doing it or not, but it comes comfortable to me. So I just bent 1/2 step from here. If you want to play like full 100% B.B., just bend the 2nd, okay? So. He was also bending the 4th 1/2 step, like the blue note. Okay, and at the end, this is another root note 1 octave up. Okay, so root note, 6th, 2nd, 2nd bend to minor 3rd, bend to major 3rd, 4th, 5th, 5th up to 7th, minor 7th. Woo! Sounds like B.B. to me. Alright guys, I hope you like this quick class dedicated to the great B.B. King. Let me know in the comments what you think about, if these tricks were useful to you. And let me know about another video, maybe about T-Bone Walker. We talk about him today. Could be interesting, right? Let me know what you think about, and see you next video.